What's up? This is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today we're going to talk about activating your inner fire and activating your energy body. This isn't really something that's, widely discussed in spirituality, at least, in the collective right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just get into it. Your inner fire is your inner fire of source, of divine consciousness, of divine life force that you're born with. It never goes out. It's eternal. It is omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient, and you can actually control it with your breath, with your intention, with your awareness that you put onto it. Unfortunately, you can allow that fire to dim, as you go about your day-to-day life, living, doing what everybody else does, and inevitably thinking and believing and acting and behaving and, overall perceiving yourself how everybody else perceives themselves. And that, unfortunately, allows your inner fire to dim. So this video is going to be about getting back into your center, getting back into your 0 point, blazing out your fire of your soul, and really awakening and progressing on your ascension path. So the thing about ascension is it isn't really just emotional stuff. I know there's a lot of people out there who specialize in emotions, which is awesome. A lot of people who are basically emotionally enlightened, which is awesome. And there's different levels to it as well. I like to get into the stuff where you have practical advice and you can go step by step by step, and you say, okay, if you do this, you're going to feel this and you're going to experience that. And watch out for this, and if you do this, you're on the right path. That's just my personal preference of instructing. So what it comes down to is this: your ability to zero out your surroundings and clear your mind. Do that anytime you go into meditation. That's basically what meditation is controlling your mind from your center, from your 0 point, from your heart point of existence, because that is your core awareness of where you were born. All right, I say this all the time. Like, a baby forms out of the heart. It forms out of a beating mold of life, and the human body forms from that. And that's basically where your core awareness is. That's where your spark of creation is. That's where your inner fire is located. So this is also going to be an extension of the last video that I did with sun charging. That I kind of just explained the basics of sun charging, how to connect to the sun, and how to spin your energy while you're sun charging. To go past that, it's basically a state that you have to be in and hold, and continue to hold with your mind totally clear, and just your surroundings totally clear. The importance of that is because you're basically moving into another state of being from within yourself. You're expanding your inner fire, and you're activating your energy body. So I'll start with my personal experience with this. The way I understand how to do it, the thing about ascension is eventually the sun is going to go nova. And the Earth, believe it or not, is actually a miniature sun in the center. And that sun is going to start to activate, and that sun is going to start to pulse. It's going to start to pulse and pulse and pulse and blast waves out from the center, all right? And the entire Earth is going to shift up in dimension, all right? So this video is going to kind of be about how to expedite that process within your own self and welcome both worlds as you are continually just living out your day-to-day life as you do so. So now this is more advanced also, and I like to just point out the fact to keep your mind clear and keep your energy space clear while you do this. So it really is exactly how the Ascended Master Jesus said. You have to go through the sun. Like, you literally have to go through the eye of a needle. It's literally the same thing. Like, that's how you're born. You move through a Vesica Pisces. You move through, the shape, the oval shape. You have to move through that within yourself. It's like rebirthing yourself. Like when I sit in the sun and I sun charge, I can literally feel my higher self looking at me. It's like I'm watching myself being born again. Like picture yourself like a proud parent and you're watching your son being born. You're like, oh my gosh, my baby boy, my son, he's coming alive. Like literally that's how it is. Like it's something that, you can't really express in words. It's like, if you're a parent, then you kind of know the feeling, but it's like you're rebirthing yourself while you're conscious of doing it, while you're totally just in your state of presence, connected with source and creator. So the basis of this is that you have to understand that you can't take anyone with you. Like you can't take anything with you. You can't take your family members, you can't take your friends, you can't take your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your cousin, your aunt, whoever, the people down the street, anywhere. You can't take them with you. Just like you're born alone, like you leave this earth plane alone, and then you basically either graduate or you end up going through moral lessons and soul collegiate experiences. That's basically how I understand it, so I'm going to get into it now. So to start activating your energy body, you surround yourself in a golden flame. Right? That's first off. That's easy, simple, right? Alright, so ask your higher self to connect you to the sun. Bam. Alright, that's what I said in the last video. Alright, so after that, close your eyes and visualize a white sun in front of you. Okay? So that's simple as well. So if you know what the sun looks like, you basically understand that the sun is a toroidal field. So just picture the sun and picture the white sun in front of you. Right? Picture a white sun in front of you. And just breathe. Very simple. So as you're breathing, right, you want to pull the energy from the sun and into your vessel. So here's where sun charging begins, right? You're already connected, right? You feel your energy start to flow, your energy start to pulsate from there. Now, when you target the sun in front of you that you're visualizing, you want to connect to that sun with your chest and stomach chakras. So you're basically cycling and pulling energy from that sun, which is literally directly connected to the sun in the sky because everything is connected in a unified field. And you pull that energy into your vessel, your chakras, and you continue to breathe like that. Now, while you're breathing like that, keep your mind clear. All right, here's why. Because if you're thinking of a person or you're thinking of something, you're going to end up pulling energy from them. And you don't want to do that because widely believed or widely not believed, it's possible to pull energies from any being on the planet. All right, from your extremities, from your hands, from your limbs, and with your breath. And if your mind is off thinking about something when you're in this highly energetically spinning state, then you're going to end up pulling energy off that person. And you don't want somebody else's energy when you're trying to increase and enhance and move to the next plane of awareness with your activated energy body and inner fire. So when you're doing this right, you're going to know. You're going to tune with your senses the energy that's coming into your field from the sun. You're going to notice how it feels moving throughout your body and moving throughout your energy system. So as it moves through, you're going to feel if something happens after that. If your mind goes too far off and thinking something else, then the energy will change. Then you'll start feeling some, maybe you'll feel like an itching or a pulling in a specific place somewhere, maybe on your head or somewhere on your body. All right. So you also notice that if you're outside sun charging, you're doing this, and then somebody walks outside and they have an emotional or a conscious response after seeing you in this high energetic state. All right, that it's bang. It's basically a hook. Like that's how easy it is to get hooked. So when that happens, you'll be able to feel it. If you don't feel it or you're suspecting it, don't get too suspicious of somebody's, trying to pay attention to you or somebody trying to hook to you. But if you do feel something a little bit differential in your energy, then you have to stop, because you'll continue to pull energy off of that person who just walked outside right then, and you don't want to do that. So to avoid being hooked onto, you just put a mirror shield up around your sphere. Kind of just hold the walls of your sphere like that while you're doing it, with the mirror shield up, and it'll literally reflect any type of negative frequency going up, to your energy field, from, the state that person's in, that's, just totally unconscious, doing whatever. This is, and that's it. And this is so very important, because it's like, a lot of it is more or less a test to your level of frequency that you can hold or not. Like, it's basically why a human being exists, is to awaken and hold that awakened frequency and share knowledge and share a higher level of understanding, empathy, energetic awareness to the people around you. It doesn't have to be big, it doesn't have to be anything substantial. It just has to be existent. Like, say you do this, say you hit bliss body in the sun, and you're able to hold your energy field, and you're able to illuminate your inner presence until you close your eyes and you see your energy body glowing. That's a state. I've only hit that a couple times, but I tell you, it's possible. And I've been doing this, and I can literally attest to the fact that it's actually factual. You can factually pull energy from the sun. And I honestly wasn't even going to make this video, but I had too many synchronicities to pop up to say I should make this video, because I start doing this and I see two gurus literally confirm this of how they've been doing it. So it's it's crazy, because this is the core basis of ascension. All right, this is core basis of you graduating your incarnation on the planet Earth, is moving through the heart of the sun. Because if you don't have, what you're doing is you're making yourself compatible with your galactic DNA. You're making yourself compatible with the energy streams that flow down from the higher realms to energetically be run in your physical vessel. So you can move that higher dimensional ultraviolet cosmic light through your synapses, and you can see your higher self, and you can communicate with your higher self, and you can understand empathically what people are going through, and you can move into your purpose that you like to embody more of, if that's what you're looking for. Either you are looking to enhance your energetic quotient, or you aren't. If you are, then when you do this, you're going to notice that everything is literal. Everything is energy based. Everything is based off of a ebb and flow, a give and take off of a unified infinite field of energy. And the little game that's played on the planet with people's energies, with whatnot, basically in every aspect of every proportion of life, it doesn't have to be a level of fear. It only has to be what you're willing to perceive it as, because you control what goes through your mind. You control how you preeminently perceive the world, and you're going to understand exactly what the fourth dimensional net of illusion is, and how it is a filter of perception. It's basically, if the mainstream news was cosmic, you'd have the fourth dimensional net of illusion, because that's basically what people think through. That's what they perceive every aspect of their lives through. It's literally a net that hooks onto your skull and simulates your own thinking and your own voice, and you think you're doing your own thinking and you're not. So that's why it's so important to get into your own heart, get into your own inner fire, get into your own energy, and move through the sun. Like, I've seen these videos online of people doing it. It's like, and I couldn't understand of like what like the hell these people were doing online, like moving with the breath, you know, with their stomach. But I'm telling you, this is the most important aspect of ascension, period. Like, I'm not a spiritual master, I'm not a guru, but it's like, if you want to move on and if you want to understand dimensional relativity and higher awareness, higher consciousness, you know, just activate and work on yourself. You know, it's not even like a question to understand that, like, the sun gives life to all beings on the planet. Literally, it's a huge burning orb in the sky, and it's floating there, and it's infinite, and it's never going to burn out. It's clearly an infinite life source, clearly an infinite energy source. So you might as well pay attention to it and see what it's all about, because without it, everything would die. So you could probably use it to expand and enhance your life in some way, shape, or fashion. So, like, even if what I'm saying isn't even accurate, like, you can look at the sun and be like, oh, okay, yeah, like, there's probably some type of cosmic energy there, at the very least, you know. Again, take it for what it is to you. I'm just giving you this information because this is what I'm going through right now. All right. So, I can tell you for fact, like, you can't see, like, inside my energy field, but if you were to look into my energy field, if you were to look with the eyes of your soul into my energy field, off to my left, all right, say I'm in a infinite plane of cosmic consciousness, all right, infinite quantum field, it's stretched off to infinity, all right, all the way behind me, all right. So all the way behind me to my left in the sky, you'd see a white sun. Then all the way up to my left in the sky, you see a white sun. Like, you see a white sun landed, and then you see a white sun right here. Like, literally, that's what I see when I open my eyes, my soul awareness eyes, and I look up to my left, I see a white sun. All right. That's my higher self. I can talk to him all day. Like, I'm telling you this because I love you. I'm telling you this because it's the most important thing I probably learned so far. Activate your inner fire, sit in your flame, sit in front of the sun, and just breathe. Breathe through your stomach. Breathe through your stomach. Keep your mind clear. Zero out your surroundings. Now, when you zero out your surroundings, you're basically, like, not in 3D anymore. Like, nothing. You basically, it's just yourself. You understand? It's just you and the sun, and that's it. And then you breathe, and that's it. And you don't let anything come in between, because you can't take that stuff with you in your inner reality, because that literally isn't you. Anything that isn't you cannot exist there, because you were not born with it, and you're not going to go anywhere with it after this incarnation is over. Not to get too extreme with it, but that's exactly how it is. Like, you were born, you're a sun being, you're born of, like, cosmic energy, cosmic light, cosmic consciousness, and the sun is literally your cosmic father, you know, and the earth is your mother, and the earth is also a sun. It's like, it's just, you know, it's not a masculine or feminine thing. It's just in, you know, polarity of principle. So connect with the sun, empathize with the sun, and get into your own energy and just see what happens. All right, that's all I want to say. And yeah, if you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlife.net. I do healing, I do coaching. I'd be happy to help you guys out with any of the aspects of your spiritual path that you might be processing at this moment in time. And you know, it's my privilege, and of course, you know, my blessing and my honor to do so. So peace and love. I'll talk to you soon.